How many mornings have you started with a hopeful heart, only to be reminded the persistent ache in your back, or the tightness in your knees, that pain has become your daily companion? Maybe you've tried pain relievers, special pillows, new shoes, or even those miracle creams you see on late-night TV. And still, the pain lingers. It might shift, it might fade, but it always seems to be there, especially as the years go by. If you're over 60, you've probably heard the same refrain from doctors, friends, or even family. It's just a part of getting older. You'll have to learn to live with it. But what if there's more to the story? What if the aches and stiffness holding you back aren't just the result of time or genetics, but are quietly made worse by certain daily routines? Routines that feel harmless, even comforting, because they've been part of your life for so long. Picture this. You wake up, shuffle to the kitchen for a cup of coffee, and linger at the table with the morning news. Maybe you reach for your pill box, take your medication, and sink into a familiar chair just for minutely to find. Hours later, you haven't moved much at all. Or perhaps your day is so busy with errands and worries that you forget to drink enough water, skip a meal, or lose track of how late you're going to bed. These aren't bad habits, they're simply human habits. But over time, they can add up, quietly feeding chronic pain in ways we rarely suspect. It's not just about how much you move, what you eat, or which pills you take. It's about how you move when you rest, the quality of your sleep, and the hidden impact of things like stress, loneliness, or even negative thinking. Modern science tells us that pain is never just in your body. It's shaped by your mind, your mood. Your routines send the invisible choices you make every day. Today's video is not about blame or guilt. It's about empowerment. We'll shine a gentle light on some of the most common daily habits that can worsen chronic pain for senior showbets you might not even realize are working against your comfort and energy. But more importantly, we'll show you the simple, science-backed fixes: small changes in movement, sleep, hydration, and mindset that can help you break the pain cycle and rediscover what it means to feel free, flexible, and full of possibility. You'll hear real stories from other seniors, people who felt trapped by pain, but found hope and relief by making gentle changes. You'll learn practical tips from leading pain experts and see how the latest research is rewriting what we thought we knew about aging and discomfort. So, pour yourself a cup of tea, find a comfortable spot. Maybe invite a friend or a loved one to watch with you. Let's take this journey together, because every new day offers a chance to make small, healing choices. Choices that, little by little, can transform your mornings, your movements, and your future. No matter where you are on your pain journey, there's always hope. Today, we begin with understanding and, together, we'll move toward relief, resilience, and the brighter days you deserve. Let's begin our journey by truly understanding what chronic pain means. Becco's knowledge is the first and most powerful step toward change. For many people, especially those over 60, pain can feel like a shadow that follows them from sunrise to sunset. Maybe it's a dull ache in your back that greets you in the morning. Perhaps it's a sharp jolt in your knees as you stand, or a numb tingling in your hands that makes opening a jar or buttoning a shirt difficult. It might even be a burning or stabbing sensation in your hips, your feet, or your shoulders, sometimes moving around, sometimes settling in one stubborn spot. But what exactly is chronic pain? Doctors define chronic pain as discomfort that lasts for 3 months or more. But in real life, it can feel like pain that never leaves. Sometimes, it began with an obvious injury, a fall, a surgery, or years of hard work. Other times, it sneaks up for no clear reason at all. Here's what we now know. Chronic pain is complexant. It's not simply a side effect of getting older. Sure, our bodies change with age. Cartilage thins, muscles lose strength, joints might creak a little more than they used to. But pain is not an automatic part of aging. In fact, many seniors remain active, flexible, and mostly pain-free for decades. So what's going on? Science has revealed that chronic pain is rarely caused by one single thing. It's more like a web woven from many threads. Old injuries. That sprained ankle from your 30s or a back injury at work can echo in your tissues for years, especially if not fully healed. Inflammation. Your body's natural firefighter response to stress or damage. When this inflammation lingers, it can irritate nerves and joints, keeping pain alive. Nerve changes. As we age, our nerves can become more sensitive, amplifying even minor aches into big discomfort. Daily habits. How much you move, what you eat, how you sleep, your posture at the table or while watching TV. These can either ease or worsen pain, stress, and emotions. It might sound surprising, but our feelings and worries have a real effect on our bodies. Anxiety, sadness, and loneliness can all intensify the experience of pain. For many seniors, pain becomes a constant, affecting not only your body, but also your mood, your sleep, and your independence. It can lead to less movement, which in turn causes muscles to weaken, joints to stiffen, and, yes, pains to worsen. This is known as the pain cycle, and it's a tough one to break. But here's the empowering truth. Modern science shows that pain is not just something you have to accept, even if you've lived with discomfort for years. Even if doctors have told you it's just your age, the reality is more hopeful. By making small, steady tweaks to your daily routine show, you move what you eat, how you rest, how you cope with stress, you can turn down the volume on pain. Real people are doing it every day, like Mr. Bill, 72, who found that a gentle morning walk loosened his stiff back far better than any pill. Or Ms. Linda, 68, who learned that changing her sitting posture while watching TV eased her hip pain within weeks. Or Mr. Patricia, who finally slept through the night after swapping late-night TV for calming music and a warm bath, and research backs it up. A landmark study in the Journal of Pain found that seniors who made just 2 or 3 small lifestyle change setting movement, adjusting their diet, and managing stress reported less pain, better sleep, and improved quality of life within a few months. Dr. Andrea Furlan, University of Toronto, pain specialist, explains. Chronic pain is not just a symptom, it's a condition that touches every part of life. The good news is that, with the right habits and mindset, it is possible to retrain the body and the brain for greater comfort and freedom. So, as we start this episode, remember, you are not powerless. Chronic pain is not your destiny. Together, we'll explore the surprising habits that may be holding you back and, most importantly, the gentle, science-backed changes that can help you reclaim comfort and joy at any age. Habit #1, sitting too long, the silent aggravator. Let's take a moment to look at one of the sneakiest culprits behind chronic pain, something so ordinary that many of us hardly notice it. I'm talking about sitting. Whether it's reading the news, watching TV, or browsing the internet, sitting for long periods has quietly become a daily routine for most seniors. In fact, research shows that adults over 60 spend, on average, 8 to 10 hours a day, seated, sometimes even more if mobility is limited. But why does sitting matter so much when it comes to pain? Why sitting worsens pain? Dr. James Levine, a leading researcher at the Mayo Clinic, famously says, sitting is the new smoking. Extended sitting increases the risk for diabetes, heart disease, and, yes, musculoskeletal pain. When you sit, several things happen in your body. Blood flow slows down, especially in your lower legs, which can lead to swelling, stiffness, and even blood clots. Muscles, especially in the hips and lower back, tighten up. This shortens important muscle groups, making standing or walking afterward more painful. Joints receive less nourishment. Since joint fluid circulates best with movement, spine and posture suffers. Slouching over a screen or leaning to one side puts strain on your neck, shoulders, and back. According to a landmark study published in the journal Annals of Internal Medicine, 2015, seniors who sat for more than 7 hours per day reported significantly higher rates of chronic pain, particularly in the lower back, hips, and knees. And even regular exercisers were at risk if their overall sitting time was high. Let me share the story of Mrs. Mary, 71, who loves reading and crossword puzzles. She told us, "Most mornings I'd get lost in my books, not realizing hours had passed. By lunch, my hips and knees were aching." With her doctor's encouragement, she set a timer to get up every 30 minutes even, if only for a gentle stretch or to make a cup of tea. It felt silly at first, but within a week, I noticed my legs felt lighter. I even started walking around the house during phone calls. The stiffness improved and so did my mood. The fix: practical strategies for less sitting, more comfort. Expert tip from Dr. Linda Porter, NIH pain researcher, explains, movement is medicine, even small amounts. You don't have to join a gym, stand during commercials, march in place, reach your arms overhead, or walk down the hall and back. Try these sit less strategies: set a timer for every 30 to 45 minutes. Use your phone or a kitchen timer. When it goes off, stand, stretch, or take a few steps. Incorporate movement into daily routines: walk around while on the phone, stand when folding laundry, do heel raises while brushing your teeth. Create visual reminders: place a sticky note on the TV remote or computer screen. Time to move. Use gentle stretching routines: arm circles, shoulder rolls, and simple tattoos can help maintain flexibility. If mobility is limited, try seated marches or gentle chair yoga to keep blood flowing. The emotional side: how movement lifts spirits. Research also shows that movement is not just good for your body, it's good for your brain. When we move, our bodies release endorphins, natural painkillers that lift our mood and ease discomfort. Even gentle activity can lower anxiety and reduce the risk of depression, which often worsens pain. Dr. Kelly McGonigal, psychologist and movement science expert. Movement is a celebration of what your body can do, not a punishment for what it can't. Every step, every stretch is a victory over pain. Mr. John, 75, shares, "I used to think rest was best for my sore knees. Now, I try to stand up and move around my house every hour. I'm less stiff, and honestly, I just feel more alive." Tom, 68, shares, "My favorite trick is to dance to one song every afternoon. It makes me smile, loosens my joints, and reminds me that life is still joyful." So, the next time you catch yourself sitting for too long, remember your body was made to move. Even the smallest stretch, the shortest walk, can help you manage pain and reclaim your comfort, energy, and independence. Let's stand up to chronic pain, own small movement at a time. Your journey to comfort and strength can begin with a single step right now. Habit #2: skipping meals and poor nutrition. Fueling the fire of pain. It's easy to overlook how much our diet shapes our daily pain, especially when life gets busy or appetites wane with age. Yet what we eat or don't eat can quietly fuel inflammation, weaken our body's resilience, and make chronic pain feel worse. Chronic pain is strongly linked to inflammation, which is the body's natural defense against harm. But when inflammation becomes a constant, low-level burn, it can attack healthy tissue, leading to sore joints, muscle aches, and fatigue. Skipping meals or relying on high sugar, highly processed foods throws our systems out of balance. It deprives our bodies of the nutrients needed to repair, fight inflammation, and build strength. Dr. Susan Bloom, integrative medicine specialist, notes, "A diet rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fats, fiber, trypsins, helps calm inflammation, heal tissues and reduce chronic pain. Skipping meals or eating processed foods has the opposite effect, during pain pathways and harming recovery. Take Mr. Tom, 72. I used to skip breakfast and grab whatever was easy for lunch, usually cookies or instant noodles. My energy was low, and my arthritis flared up in the afternoons. With my daughter's help, I started eating oats with fruit for breakfast and a vegetarian soup for lunch. The change in my pain and stamina was dramatic. Action steps. Eating for less pain. Never skip breakfast. Start with something simple: oatmeal, fruit, yogurt, or eggs. Aim for color and variety at every meal. Greens, berries, beans, fatty fish, nuts, and whole grains all fight inflammation. Plan snacks that heal: a handful of walnuts, a banana, carrot sticks, or whole grain crackers. Hydrate. Dehydration stiffens tissues and intensifies pain. Keep a water bottle handy and sip all day. Dr. Michael Greger explains, every meal is a new opportunity to reduce pain and inflammation. Build your plate around plants, not products. Habit #3. Neglecting movement and stretching. We all know movement is good for us. But when you're living with pain, the idea of exercising or even stretching can feel overwhelming or downright scary. Many seniors end up avoiding movement out of fear it will worsen their discomfort. In reality, it's the absence of movement that often deepens pain over time. The science. Motion is lotion. When we stop moving, our muscles weaken, our joints stiffen, and scar tissue builds up. Gentle. Stretching and low-impact activities keep joints lubricated, muscles supple, and nerves calm. Regular, safe movement can even trigger your body's own pain-relieving chemicals. Endorphins. Dr. Jennifer Hootman, CDC physical activity expert, says, movement, no matter how small, improves function and lessens pain. For chronic conditions like arthritis, staying active is the single most effective, drug-free strategy for reducing pain and maintaining independence. Ms. Mary, 76, shares, I started with 5 minutes of stretches while watching TV. Over months, I joined a walking group. Now, if I skip my walk, my body actually misses it. Action steps. Move gently, move often, start small. Even 2 to 5 minutes of movement is better than none. Try gentle exercise. Walking, Tai Chi, water aerobics, or chair yoga are safe for most seniors. Stretch daily. Arm circles, shoulder rolls, gentle side bends, and calf stretches prevent stiffness. Buddy up. Exercising with a friend increases motivation and makes movement more fun. Pain often improves, not worsens, with movement. Listen to your body, but don't be afraid to gently push your boundaries. Habit #4. Ignoring sleep hygiene and nighttime pain. Pain and poor sleep create a vicious cycle. When pain disrupts your rest, your body loses its ability to heal, repair, and reset. Poor sleep increases sensitivity to pain, lowers your mood, and drains energy for healing activities. The science. The sleep-pain connection. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormones and anti-inflammatory molecules that help repair tissues. Insomnia or fragmented sleep interrupts this process, ramping up pain signals and stress hormones like cortisol. Dr. Matthew Walker, sleep scientist, explains, a single night of poor sleep can reduce your pain tolerance by 15 to 30%. Chronic insomnia makes pain feel sharper and harder to control. Real-world solution. Restoring rest. Mr. Raymond, 70, shares, my knees throbbed at night. My doctor suggested a calming routine. No screens after 9 p.m. Herbal tea, gentle music. Within 2 weeks, I slept deeper, and my pain was less overwhelming. Practical steps for better sleep. Regular schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time. Wind down routine. Dim lights, read, stretch, or listen to music before sleep. No screens late at night. Blue light suppresses melatonin. Pain management. Gentle stretches, warm compress, or doctor-wrapped pain cream before bed. Habit number 5. Emotional stress and social isolation. It's easy to underestimate the toll that stress and loneliness take on your body, especially when living with pain. Chronic stress floods your body with inflammatory chemicals, making muscles tense and pain more intense. Social isolation removes critical support, encouragement, and distraction from discomfort. The science, mind, and body. Together, research from Harvard Medical School shows that seniors with strong social networks report less pain, fewer hospitalizations, and greater resilience even when dealing with the same medical issues as isolated peers. Dr. Vivek Murthy, U.S. Surgeon General emphasizes, connection is as vital as medicine. Loneliness and stress are toxic, fueling inflammation and pain. Support, laughter, and belonging are powerful pain relievers. Ms. Margaret, 69, shares. I joined a gardening club, mostly for the fresh air, but talking and laughing with friends. My back pain actually eased up. I realized I was less focused on my pain and more focused on living. Tips for emotional and social wellness. Reach out. Call a friend, join a group, or attend a community class. Share your story. Others may offer helpful advice or just a listening ear. Mindfulness, meditation, breathing exercises, and gratitude journaling calm the nervous system. As we reach the end of our journey today, let's pause to reflect on what we've discovered. Managing chronic pain isn't about perfection. It's about compassion for yourself, for your body, and for your daily choices. It's about progress, not pressure. And most of all, it's about understanding that small, steady steps can lead to lasting comfort, mobility, and joy. So how can you take what you've learned and create a plan that actually works for you, not just for a week, but for the months and years ahead? Step 1. Choose just one habit to start. Maybe you feel inspired to move more. Or perhaps adding a handful of nuts or a cup of berries to your breakfast feels doable. The best change is one you can imagine sticking with, no matter how small. If you tend to sit for long periods, set a timer to stand and stretch for 2 to 3 minutes every hour. If mornings are your pain peak, start with gentle movements in bed ankle. Rolls, slow deep breaths, or stretching your arms overhead. If food is your focus, try a rainbow plate at lunch. Add a serving of leafy greens, some sliced peppers, or a side of colorful fruit. If loneliness is tough, make a list of people you enjoy and call or message one person this week, even just to say hello. Remember, you don't have to change everything at once. Research shows that consistency, not intensity, is what makes healthy habits last. Step 2. Track your progress and listen to your body. Keeping a simple journal can transform your journey. Write down which habits you tried each day, how you felt physically, mentally, and emotionally. What helped your pain, and what made it worse. Anything you enjoyed or are grateful for. After a week, look back. Do you notice patterns? Are there times when your pain eases or your mood lifts? Celebrate those small wins. They're signs you're on the right path. Ms. Evelyn, 70, began jotting notes after each meal and walk. After 3 weeks, she saw her pain was lowest on days she ate well and took short walks. That pattern motivated her to keep going in. She soon added a weekly swim with friends. Step 3. Connect with your healthcare team. Managing chronic pain is not a solo act. Your doctor, physical therapist, or pharmacist can be powerful allies. Share your plan. Bring your journal or a list of changes to your next appointment. Let your provider know what you're trying and how it feels. Ask for feedback. Are there exercises, nutrition tweaks, or medication adjustments that could help? What red flags should you watch for? Adjust as needed. Pain management is personal. What works for you may be different than for others. Check in regularly and tweak Tweak your plan as you learn more. Dr. Joanne Manson, Harvard Medical School, explains, small changes, repeated daily, yield the greatest rewards for health and comfort. Trust your journey, celebrate every step, and keep moving forward. Step 4. Celebrate every win, no matter how small. Did you stretch for 5 minutes today? That's a victory. Did you call a friend, even when you felt low? That matters, did you make one meal more colorful or try a new bedtime routine? You're moving forward. Give yourself credit for every positive choice, and remember, healing isn't a race. It's a lifelong adventure. Step 5. Create a supportive environment. Share your goals with family or friends who will cheer you on. Put visual reminders around your home, a sticky note on the fridge, a water bottle on your nightstand, comfy shoes by the door. Celebrate together. Maybe your neighbor joins you for a morning walk, or your spouse tries a new recipe with you. Step 6. Stay curious and keep learning. Pain management is an ongoing journey. Read, ask questions, try new things. Be patient. Some strategies may take weeks to show results. If something doesn't help, that's information too. It's all part of discovering what your unique body needs. You're not alone. Millions of seniors are exploring these changes, finding less pain, more energy, and greater connection in their daily lives. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a sign of strength and hope. Living with chronic pain can sometimes feel like you're carrying an invisible weight burden that follows you from the moment you wake to the moment you rest your head at night. It's a challenge that not everyone understands, and some days it might seem like no one else can truly see or feel what you're going through. But please, never forget, within you is a strength and a gentle resilience that can light even the darkest days. You are not alone on this journey. Every single gentle habit, no matter how small, has the power to lighten that load. Whether it's a morning stretch, a nourishing breakfast, a 5-minute walk in the sunshine, or a moment of laughter with someone you love, each choice is a victory. Sometimes healing comes in the smallest packages. A kind word to yourself, a shared story with a friend, a slow, deep breath when the pain flares up. Over time, these little acts add up to real change. You have the power, today and every day, to take control and hopeful step at a time. Maybe today's video offered you a fresh perspective, a new strategy, or just a reminder that hope is never out of reach. Perhaps you discovered an idea you want to try, or maybe you simply felt a bit less alone hearing the stories of others who walk this same road. If you found value here, if something spoke to your heart or inspired you to keep going, I warmly invite you to like, share, and subscribe. When you do, you're not just joining our channel. You're joining a community, a circle of friends and fellow travelers, supporting and cheering one another on through every challenge and triumph. I'd love to hear from you, which healthy habit or gentle ritual will you try first? What small change over simple have helped you feel a little lighter, a little more comfortable, or a little more hopeful? Do you have a story or a tip that could encourage someone else? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your words might be the very encouragement another person needs to keep moving forward. Always remember, healing is not about perfection. There will be good days and hard days, progress and setbacks. But every time you choose to show up for yourself, try something new, to rest when you need it, to celebrate even the smallest victory. You are moving forward. Each sunrise brings a new opportunity to listen to your body, to reach for joy, and to honor your needs. You are building a future for yourself, future that is brighter, freer, and filled with possibility. Imagine the days ahead, waking up with more ease, moving with less fear, connecting more deeply with friends and family, and experiencing moments of true happiness and gratitude. You deserve this, and it's within your reach. So here's to living boldly, moving freely, and thriving together. We're with you, every step, every smile, every hopeful day. Take that next gentle step, no matter how small. And remember, you have a community behind you, believing in your strength, your courage, and your journey. Let's continue to learn, to grow, and to support each other. Here's to a life not defined by pain, but by resilience, connection, and joy. One step, one habit, one sunrise at a time.